Merry meet everyone. How is everyone doing? I thought I would come on and share a little bit about what I've been experiencing lately now that we are creeping and emerging out of winter into spring. So, it's been a very interesting March for me so far, and maybe some of you have been feeling it too. It's been it's been quite an experience. And how do I explain it? It's like I really allowed myself this winter to really slow down and go into winterizing mode, and maybe even just a little bit of just embracing the unknown of what it means just to not have so many plans and allow myself to daydream and really kind of get lost in the labyrinth of, I don't know, this winter time and the unknown and not having all the answers. And so I really slowed down, and it's kind of now where I'm emerging, feel a little bit like Persephone coming out from the darkness and into the light and have spring. And I really do have a lot of gratitude for winter because it really did allow me to dream and kind of get really firm. Well, not even firm, but just really know what I want to see come through in my life and know how to ask for it and really plant those seeds. And over the last few days, it just seems like that's starting to come into fruition. I had a lot of things in my life that actually, like physical items that need fixing, and I'm not sure if that was going to happen, and now it's starting to happen. So that's just a little like side note that, kind of taking a break has really like started to move things forward in the way that I've been really hopeful for. So, how do I explain? It's kind of hard to explain. Like I've been feeling a lot of like shifting energy. I am a timeline psychic, and so I'm able to pick up timelines past and future. I can see a lot of ripples. I can see lots of different realities. And oh, the last, I'm going to just say within this Pisces season, I have been definitely feeling like different timeline frequencies and different realities. It's very bright and very vibrant. And I've been feeling symptoms of, I guess, some kind of quantum field thing where I've been feeling very like reminds me of like if you're ever on an airplane or if you get motion sickness, like feeling that kind of symptoms like within my psychic skills. And all I can really tell for everyone is that, and I have actually like seen this too in my reality of like things are changing on our timeline. We're becoming different, and new realities are emerging and like shifting. Like we're leaving something once was into something new, and I think that's really needed, especially since we are leaving winter behind and we're moving into spring, into a new season. But it's different now. This season is really coming in where it's like a new time, and I have a feeling like it's going to be very beneficial in some way or some form. So I'm going to pull a card about that in just one moment. I had to sneeze, so didn't want to do that on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. Just kind of really talk about like what I've been feeling. Maybe we can get a little clarification about the timeline. Let's see what's kind of emerging. All right, so this is very much what I've been feeling, and I guess I'm really appreciative that my cards can kind of clarify what my thoughts are, and remembering what I've been seeing in my own meditation and my visual work is that a lot of what's emerging is a violet flame energy, and I'm sure some of you may know more about this, and this is still learning on my thing. It's like as a psychic, learning what is different with like different colored souls. And I know that a lot of people have a lot of purples and violets, and that usually means that they're a very high frequency. And in a lot of my visual work, and when I get into this timeline shifting, there's a lot of bright purple. It's almost like reminds me of like grapes. It's just so vibrant, and I really feel like this is a time for those who are very much high frequency and in that flame of violet. They're really coming in to shine, and I love that this is really a branch of the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life has been really a symbol that's been coming up for me in the last, I would say in the last 2 days or so. So lots of emerging for these individuals who are in the purple light, in the purple souls. You can call these our star seeds, whatever you may mean, but I just really feel like these are people with like lots of like purple auras. So if you're very attracted to purple's your color right now, this is maybe a sign that you're jumping timelines, you're going through shifts where things are changing for you, opportunities are coming through. As we can see here, new opportunities. So windows of opportunities are coming through where you are able to shine and be your original authentic self. And that may mean that you have to kind of let go of expectations of what you thought. Take everything that you once learned and make it into something original for you, and be really who you are, and what that may mean to how you show up in the world and how you want to show up in your blessing, showing up and providing blessings. I want to just say blessings. Maybe because I'm holding this card. We got shower of blessings coming through. So, when timeline shifts, it doesn't happen very often. And it takes a lot of work, but for some reason I'm feeling like this is different kind of shifting. This is opportunities. It's bringing in things that once were, you thought maybe would remain dormant, wouldn't have a chance to grow. Now it seems like it's, I don't know, what is it that you really want? What's coming through? What's this shift for you? What does it look like? Beautiful purple soul. I know for me, a lot, I'm very much attracted to purple. I think it's a lot of like, having, like I said, a lot of things that were, I didn't think it would be an opportunity to be fixed. They're going to be fixed. I think that's going to be pretty much a blessing within itself. Um, but it's also bigger dreams for myself too. I've been thinking a lot about how I want to show up in the world, and take that forward. I know a lot of that I'm feeling as I already talk about MC, which is main character energy and vibes, and the importance of that. And I think I know I really want to clarify that into the world, that it's not something that's narcissistic. It's something that's very healing. And as you can see, probably from my persona, I am not one who's very like put together, and um and I'm okay with that because I'm still an MC. What's an MC? Someone who's authentic, who stands up for their dreams, who lives their life with energy that they have a quest, they have a dream, they have passion, and they want to see it fulfilled. It's a lot with do with the hero journey. And there's lots of different heroes and lots of different MCs out there who have different personas. And I think that's all right. It's just a authentic energy that you're taking control of. Well, not even control. How do I put it? Control is such a harsh word. It's living authentically with the heart of purpose and soul, and where you want to take that and be. How do you want to be? And so I know like a lot I've been dealing with a lot of like imposter syndrome with when I put that out into the world of like, you know, MC, a main character, how's that? And then I have to kind of remind myself that there's lots of different main characters out there who just like what they are, and they're just those who are authentic and live authentically and show up authentically, and that's very much important to my journey, and that's being very authentic with I like to belly dance. I love stained glass windows, and I live a little bit in chaos in my environment, but I'm working the best I can, and also just being very much true that I don't know it all, and I'm learning, and I can take the wisdom and appreciation of that. I'm one of those people who, you know, one of those MCs that I will come on camera and I will stammer and I will stutter and I will not be able to form true thoughts, but that's okay, because you know why? Because I'm still here. I'm still showing up because I still have a message to bring out into the world, and my voice, regardless if it comes out imperfectly, that's okay. And so that's why a little bit I have to share. But I do want to add more into collaboration into the world of what it may mean to be on this journey of living as your authentic self and showing up as that. It's part of my little purpose. So now a little more story time about this timeline shift. So as I said, there's shifting. We're just shifting realities. Things are being repaired. I had one that was a very beautiful shift for me, and this may resonate with some of you, that there's never too late. It's never too late to have healing opportunities, and especially when it's something to do with childhood or teenagehood. I was offered a chance. last weekend to heal an aspect of my life from childhood, or I would say in my teenage years. I never had a chance to go to prom. And lately there's been fundraisers a lot with the concept of adult proms, and I've been really excited about that concept. And seeing that out and about in the world, I'm like, I hope I have a chance to do that, because it would be very healing for me, because I was never offered a chance to go to prom because I was homeschooled. I was a caregiver for my elderly mom who was ill, and so I had to be there to be a kind of a caregiver for her for all her illnesses. She had a lot of autoimmune, and so I just never really had a chance to go because I was homeschooled. But that was okay. I really do feel like the timing that happened last week was just the right time. So it was the right time because I knew my teenage self, even if I had an opportunity to go when I was a teenager, I wouldn't have appreciated it as much as I did now, because I was really filled with insecurity. I was very shy. I had a lot of the woes of like, I don't have any friends, or I don't have enough friends. I should say that. I don't have enough friends. I was plus sized as a teenager, and like, how can being plus size be attractive? And and there was also the fact that I was really in poverty. I was living in poverty, and so there was just a lot of things that would have made me showing up to a high school prom made me very insecure. Maybe one of them too would be like being dateless, because I didn't start dating until I was 19. So there was a lot of like effects into that, where I knew my younger self would have been too full of insecurity. But regardless, there was still her need and her want of going to a prom, because a prom is a rite of passage. It really is for a lot of our youths, and in our culture, it is a rite of passage. And I never had that opportunity. And so last weekend there was a fundraiser, and the theme was an adult prom through the decades. And I had it all lined up where I was able to go. And I was able to go with a group of wonderful, supportive ladies and friends, and the theme of the prom was dressing for the decades. And I didn't really have a decade to choose from, but I knew this was the time, the opportunity just to be authentically myself. So I knew for certain I wanted to dress in pink, because I love pink. And I had this beautiful veil and this beautiful pink skirt, and I dressed up in this beautiful pink, and I showed up with the idea that this was my authentic decade going forward, and taking that as like a rite of passage, and allowing that this time and going through with it as a rite of passage, and a rite of passage for healing and into a whole new chapter. And so I took that second chance, and I had a beautiful, beautiful time. I guess one of my favorite moments was dancing on the dance floor with my little group of ladies, and it was from Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, and we were all dancing and singing, and just, it was such a heartwarming moment, because I felt such love, felt such confidence, and felt such sisterhood, and just being who I am in this moment and in this time and in this community. And so my point of all this story is that If you feel like timelines are shifting or things are shifting for you, maybe you can take this as some time, have a rite of passage into a new you, a new chapter where you're living authentically as yourself. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy to get there, because I can tell you a few days before that moment, I had to do lots of inner work to get that point. I was dealing with physical symptoms of like feeling there is a cold passing around in my community. I was like, oh, I'm going to catch this. And then there was also feeling like quantum field psychic stuff where I was feeling really drained. But I knew in my moment and in my time in this chapter, it's very important for me to get there. Because if anything, that was something that healed the past. And I needed that healing and that rite of passage to line up with now, to where I'm going through now. And so I did, and it was such a moment, a beautiful, beautiful night. And so here I am a few days afterwards, and I'm still feeling shifting, still feel things that are emerging. Is it all clear for me at this moment? No, it's not, because sometimes things don't reveal quite like that. But I'm starting to feel like the timeline is starting to smooth out. And so new things are emerging. And so that's all I have to share. Thank you so much for letting me kind of tell you a little bit about my story and what I'm experiencing as a psychic and what's going through and what's emerging. And keep going forward and be out your authentic selves and let your visions take flight. Bye for now.